Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, we're close to the weekend. I still don't know what we're doing, and I know Mother's Day is coming up. It's Selena and Crockett, 100.7 LEV. I'm not even talking about for me. I'm talking about trying to organize what we're doing. My sister, my sister's family, my family, treating our mom. What's happening? And it's always a difficult one because my mom would say, "I want to do something for Mother's Day. Could you host it at your house?" I'm like, "What happened to my Mother's Day? I want to relax."
Yeah,
And we've done it
yeah.
a few times for a few years now. My mom is having knee surgery. She says, "I've been slowing down, walking around Harrah's. I need to fix the knee." So, because you should, I have a hard time keeping up with that woman, even with a bum knee. She zigs and zags through the crowd at the casino, but she says she's due now for a knee replacement. So that's happening on Tuesday. So I said to my sister, "We need to get together and do something." Your turn. Your turn, Janine, to host. What are you
Yeah,
listening to, sweetie?
that's always the tough part is there's of if you're fortunate enough to have a lot of moms in your life, still in your life,
Yeah, that's
is
true.
trying to make sure everyone feels special in some way
Oh,
on that day for sure. Yeah, my dad had both of his knees replaced and it was a game changer for him. So
let me
sending
ask you: did he do both at the same time, or did he do one and then the other one?
so he, if I remember correctly, at the time, doing both at the same time wasn't recommended. This is maybe not 15, 10 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. So if I remember correctly, he did one and then the other.
Yeah.
But now it seems like doing both at the same time isn't as hard to
Strenuous?
overcome, but
I don't know. I
I
think they're
can't be
still not
sure.
not recommending it.
Oh, okay. Does she need to get both replaced?
Um, I think she might have been talking about it. Yeah. There's one that's definitely worse than the other. So she says, "I'm not looking forward to it." She's a woman that prides herself on not having to take any type of drugs, any type of
Sure.
pain
Yeah.
medication. And she said, "They said you will take this because it's grueling if you don't."
Well,
You
they're
need
taking a part of your body out and putting a pretend part in.
That's
So,
a good way to put
yeah,
it. You're
that
gonna want
there's
it.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a bit jarring, I would imagine. Honestly, it changed my dad's life though.
Yeah.
So,
Does
yeah, it
he
was
because
good.
she's thinking now that 'cause my mom does not use a walker, does not use a cane, she's agile.
My dad's 10,000 steps a day guy.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to
Um,
I need to get up to that level too then. I haven't done the 10,000 in a while. I need to
yeah,
get back to it.
I think he feels like he was I mean, by the time I was 18, like my dad couldn't like was still working and he fixed vending machines and was in and out of a truck all the time and
Mm,
doing all this stuff and just could barely move. And now I feel like he's like, well, I'm gonna walk as long as I can walk with these fancy new knees.
nice. There you
Um,
go. You're right. Gonna
so
use
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Pay for them.
Kelly, good morning. Phil, good morning. What a weird thing to say. Like, I paid for these knees. I might as well use them.
Yeah, right. Well, you really start to appreciate it when you have it. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping
Sure.
for my mom too.
How is your dad as a caretaker? Is your dad going to be very
I
helpful in
it's like
the
you read my mind. I I hope so.
Is she gonna wanna get the other knee replaced just knowing that
I'm wondering if I need to head down there a few times just to kind of give both of them a break, just a change of pace, a different face to see so they don't get on each other's nerves. Because she's stuck. She can't
yeah,
her
there ain't
escape, right? Her escape is going to the grocery store right now, and she won't be able to go anywhere for I'm not even sure how many weeks she needs to pretty much stay at the house.
yeah.
Um, so we shall see. Also, I'm concerned because I'm hoping there's enough time for recovery because they're going to be watching our dog Ruby. We're going away to Disney, so they offered to watch the dog. This is before they realized that they were scheduling the knee surgery this week. Um, so I hope the dog. Can you imagine Crockett? Because that dog is she's all over the place. I just picture the dog like running circles around my mom. My mom's gonna have to get a second knee surgery on the same knee, knocking her over or something. I'm just worried. That's going to happen.
Do your parents have a fenced-in yard?
No, they have to use a leash. That's what my kids are concerned about. Like the levels of concern. When you're a kid, it's Mima and Grandpa are going to lose the dog. They're gonna open the door, and the dog's gonna run out, and that's the last word. Because it happened. It happened to us the first time we let somebody watch the dog. The dog got out of the house.
Are they watching the dog at your house or their house?
Their house too. So it's it's unknown territory. So the dog has to be on a leash. You can't let the dog just roam around. It'll be a lost dog. But then I'm also worried what's going to happen in the house. I hope she doesn't knock my mom over. Yeah. We're leaving in mid-June. So I'm hoping the situation's going to be okay. Crockett has nothing to say.
I don't know how quickly one person recovers from knee surgery after the other. You'll be fine. I don't know how antsy Ruby is as a dog.
That's a good word.
Does your dad like to go on walk? Like, do they go on walks normally by themselves? Okay, so now they'll be fine. It would be one thing if you told me like they both really don't I mean, I know they obviously walk around Harrah's all the time, so they walk, but like around the neighborhood and stuff like that, they'll be fine. Ruby will get plenty of outdoor time, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I just
make sure your dad holds the leash and not your mom, because your mom might be a little more susceptible to tipping over.
Yeah, I'm hoping she's just gonna sit on the couch with my mom, like, I'm done. Grandpa walked me long enough. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for. So, speaking of moms, can I be a mom to complete strangers? What happened this morning while I was coming into work in the dark? This is for anybody that goes for a walk outside and it starts to get dark. Please wear light clothing. You might see yourself because I don't know, the clothes are on you. We cannot see you in the car as it starts to get dark. And I was driving, and I'm definitely not expecting anybody to be walking in the dark 4 a.m. here in an industrial area. Definitely not expecting that. And I was practically on top of the person when I realized, oh my goodness, there's someone in the road. And I had to swerve because the person walking the street, by the way, not against the curb, kind of like in the street, was wearing all black.
Can I tell you something that gives me an irrational rage is, and I get, if you don't have sidewalk around you in your neighborhood or whatever it is, people in my neighborhood, we have sidewalk and we have like a windy, like particularly my road is kind of like it winds around, kind of makes like a big S.
Right. And then you have blind spots with those windy roads. Sure.
Right. And yesterday, a school bus was coming one way as I was coming in the other. And these two guys, and I'm not talking about like young, not aware, like two like grown men, probably 40s, 50s, something like that, taking a walk together. And neither the bus or I can go by in the street because there was a car parked in the street. And then these two guys walking, not even close to the curb, like kind of out in the middle.
It sounds like something a teenager would do on their phone. And these are grown men. I want to add an extra word in there.
I really take a lot of pride in being a very poised person in a moment of anger. It fills me with a venomous rage when people walk in the street, and they do it all the time in my neighborhood. We have sidewalks. We have sidewalks.
What are you doing? When are you gonna open the window and say hello to them? I know you could do it in a nice way.
The problem is my wife grew up in this neighborhood, so she knows everybody here. So I would be like, dude, I don't care where you live. Get out of the street. Yeah. She would be the one to be like, I just got a text from Mr. that said, and I'd be like, yeah, text him back and say, stop walking in this stupid street.
You know what? Tell your wife to tell them, hey, can you move over? I'm sure you guys can do it in a tactful way. That is super dangerous. My biggest fear is someone is going to get hurt.
Yes,
I flashed that person, by the way. And he called me number one. No,
What a
not that kind
morning.
of flash with the headlights.
Well, be more specific. Be more specific.
We gotta run. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Phil.
Bye, everybody.